It was a cloudy Sunday morning when her brother decided to go to church at 6 in the morning. He would always be the only one to go while the rest of his brothers and sisters slept. He would always get up this early to go to church. It was like a routine he followed every Sunday. He would get dressed and have breakfast. His dad would be up around the same hour to go to work. When he got to church, he stayed there for about an hour and then leave. This time he decided to make a little change. After church, he spotted some of his friends and decided to stop by and have a chat with them. They had a chat for some minutes until one friend decided to make a suggestion. So one friend decided to invite him to go see some races with them and some other friends. He really knew that he should not go because he would worry his mother, but decided to go, making up an excuse later for his mom. They went to go see the races and stayed there for a couple of hours. Then he decided to leave because he knew his mother was going to get worried if he did not make it to lunch in time. So he left, not knowing what destiny had for him prepared. Later that day, a big bus had hit his car. This bus had destroyed his car, and it was a miracle that he was still breathing from that accident. From that accident, the driver of the big bus was dead from the big impact. Her brother had been severely injured and really close to dying. From there, the Red Cross came to take her brother off to the hospital. It was around lunchtime when this happened, and since they knew that he should have already been home by now, his father, mother, and her decided to go outside to look for him. All of his brothers and sisters were still at work, so we could not find him. His parents were really worried that something really bad could have happened when he was coming back from church. They spent long hours waiting for him to come back until the night came and they heard a knock at the door. His dad opened the door and it was not his son, but a police officer that had come to give them some bad news. He had told him that his son had died at the hospital and that he was very sorry. So from there, his dad went out to the hospital to check if it was really his son who had died. He got to the hospital to check the body of his son. Right when he saw it, he confirmed that it was his son who had died at the hospital. He had a hit in the stomach, a leg that was broken, and from that he died. When the rest of the family had found out what had happened, they could not believe it and refused to accept it. The days after his death were really dark and sad.